we are getting into game number 1 with these two players in the round, or in the third round. The winner of this series moves on to the semi-finals. And here we go. Spawning in the top right-hand corner of Beckett Industries LE, we have the Peruvian Terran player. He is representing Team Exxon. It is NeO. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Beckett Industries LE, we have the Brazilian Zerg player. He is blue. He is representing Team The Bad with that beautiful face mask. It is TheZergLord. TZL. Oh my. Oh no! The ZergLord's gonna scout this immediately! Oh god, the ZergLord with his scouting, with his overlords, he spots the proxy. It was gonna be a 2-Rax, and NeO, he gets seen, and NeO, now he knows that he got seen. He sees the overlord, but does he see it? Is he going to commit? I mean, at this point, you have to commit, right? Ay, ay, ay. Oh god. Not like this, NeO, not like this. Okay, so we get scouted. The drones are headed towards the Raxes. They're looking to try and deny it. We'll see. Maybe NeO can still pull this off. It's looking really difficult, but there we go. One of the Raxes does finish just barely in time. The drones were not fast enough. They're trying to focus on the other SCV. They're trying to stop the Rax from finishing. Oh, can they get it? They do get it. The other one has low HP as well. There will only be one Rax here for NeO. No! Loses his second SCV as well. Ay, ay, ay. And now he only has one Marine. The Marine is being chased away by the drones. It's losing the fight to the drones as well. And this could be a very quick game. GG gets called. The ZergLord takes game 1. Ay, ay, ay. Not like this. A rough start for NeO. A really rough start. Oh god. My heart goes out to him. I wanted a longer series, but it could be over really shortly. We're gonna be getting into game number 2, and the ZergLord, he already has that point advantage, man. He just needs one more. I'm looking at the chat as this is happening. Ah, god. God damn it, NeO. Invited me to a party. There we go. All right, here we go. Game 2. Shake it off, NeO. Shake it off. Hopefully, he doesn't let game number 1 affect him too much, and he can get into game number 2 with a fresh mind. Hopefully, we'll see. We'll see what the plan is. I can't imagine he's going to try and proxy 2 games in a row, right? Right? Don't do it, NeO. Don't do it. And here we go, spawning in on Lightshade LE, game number 2, and this is best of 3 series. We have the Peruvian Terran player. He is representing Team Exxon. It is NeO. Don't proxy. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Lightshade LE, we have the Brazilian Zerg player. He is blue, representing Team The Bad, already up 1-0. Mate, he just needs one more and then he advances on to the semi-finals. It is the ZergLord. Okay, the Rax is at home. It's safe. It's safe and sound. Thank God. Phew. Okay, we're good. So NeO is kind of just taking this a little bit more standard here on Nightshade, which I don't blame him. Makes sense, you don't want to risk it all here. Meanwhile, the ZergLord actually did scout for a proxy a little bit. He did send his Overlord here over to the left and then diverged over to the center. He's going around checking all the locations, as we can see. So yeah, the ZergLord, he doesn't want to take any chances. We see even the second Overlord headed over towards the north side of the map. Yep, he's checking every single proxy location, or most proxy locations. If there was a proxy here to the bottom left, then it would have gone unscattered, or here on the high ground. But you know, thankfully for both players, that is not the case. As NeO is going across the map, he is scouting with his SCV, confirms that there is a hatchery. It is a hatch first opening, or yeah, hatch first. So now NeO has nothing to worry about, right? Like he doesn't have to be concerned about any kind of early aggression coming out from the ZergLord either. And we'll see how this series progresses here. Personally, I would love for this to go to the ace match, you know, win or lose. Like, I'm a fan of both of these players, but like, oh god, especially after that game one, like NeO needs a win here for the sake of his mentality. As we have a very fast Roach Warren being thrown down, I thought it was a little bit suspicious. The ZergLord skipped his link speed, even though he had plenty of gas to work with. So we see why. It's because of that Roach Warren. Right now, NeO, he's, you know, kind of preoccupied, trying to do whatever damage he can here in the natural, but he needs to get into the main base. He needs to scout. So far, everything looks kind of normal. He sees, you know, drones at the natural. He sees the queen popping out. He's checking the third bases as well. Sees that there is no third hatchery. Oh my god, don't go off the rep. Ooh, he does get pushed away. The Lings and the queen were ready and waiting for the ZergLord. And NeO doesn't see anything. He doesn't see the Roach Warren. Red flag should be going off a little bit, especially if he confirms the third base location again. Regardless, he knows that the ZergLord is on two bases, and that's pretty huge. So we'll see how he responds. Right now he is going for a 1-1-1. Ooh, doesn't go for the switch. Instead he's going for a tank. Interesting decision. I'm a little bit concerned because the tank can be biled down pretty easily. So this is very risky. We'll see if he can hold here because the roaches are already going across the map. Ravagers are being morphed in as well. To be able to defend against this, you need bunkers. And the problem is that there is no bunker. Like, he doesn't know. Now he knows. Oh god, he sees the roaches in the middle of the map. How is he going to respond? A bunker is on the way, mate. It's too late. The roaches are already here. That bunker, it shouldn't finish. And he knows this. He evacuates the natural base. Oh no! Lower the door! Let the SCVs through! Here comes the Roach Ravager. The bunker does get denied. It does get cancelled. Forces a lift up on the natural base. There is a tank here, and it is pretty far back, so it should be able to... The wall's not down! The wall's not up! No! Please! We didn't close the door! The tank! It's gonna go down! Oh, he's trying to repair it, though. He's trying to keep it alive, and it looks like he just barely will keep it alive. Oh my god. Will he? The repair micro is insane. He somehow keeps the tank alive, and with that, he stays alive himself. That was looking disastrous. When he left the door open, really, he wanted the roaches to go up the ramp. Really, that was all planned. Everything worked out as it should have in NeO's mind. He's like, you know what? I'm going to leave the door open. The roaches are going to come in and expose themselves and overcommit and try to focus down the tank and die trying. So... I don't think that was planned at all, but solid hold there by NeO. Solid hold. Things are looking very scary for him, and the ZergLord could have ended the game there. But the defense was good enough. Meanwhile, the ZergLord, he didn't get behind the mineral line. He does not know that there will be a BC follow-up. He goes forward with his Overlord, and there's very limited anti-air, so he will see that there is something being built here on the starport, but he doesn't know 100% that it's a BC. For all he knows, it could be a Banshee. It looks like the Marines are going to try and stop him, and we will see the Overlord should die before it sees the fusion core. Oh my god, it's going to be close. It's going to be close. Did you see? He did not see the fusion core. So we'll see how much the ZergLord commits to the defense. He has a single spore in each base, which is good enough for Banshees. But to defend against BCs, you need Queens. You need that mobile anti-air. We do see that he has a decent, he has 4 Queens. That is not enough. This BC will deal some damage, or it should. Ideally, you get a couple of more Queens, especially because right now the ZergLord's Queens are pretty spread out, so they can be picked off one by one by the BC. And I love this. NeO is actually going all the way around the outskirt of the map. The ZergLord has no idea that the army is pushing out, and he is pushing together with his Marines, tank, and BC to just kill his opponent. He's looking to end the game. Oh boy, and we'll see how much damage gets done. There are roaches here to defend. We have a second tank joining the fray. We have a couple of SCVs to repair the tank as well. And we'll see if he can take out this third base. The BC moves forward. The BC will be able to take care of these Queens. The Biles do land. They snipe one of the tanks, and that is huge. Only one tank remaining. And it looks like the ZergLord will be able to defend here. I thought there was a lot of potential with this BC, but one BC is not enough. The tank goes down, the Marines are going down. BC almost goes down as well, and he didn't deal any economic damage. Like, oh god, he was looking to at least maybe take out the third base, at least. But he just traded his entire army for the army of the ZergLord. And now NeO's in a really rough place. He has a bunch of factories, and he has a third CC, but mech takes a while to get going. It takes a while to really kick in and get a decent amount of tanks up. And right now he only has 2 tanks, and the ZergLord is across the map. He's just pushing across the map. Like, NeO needs time. He needs so much time. He does have a BC, and the BC will be able to slowly chip away at everything. Maybe it's enough to push the ZergLord away. That's what he's hoping for anyway. But the ZergLord, he pushes in. Oh my god. Immediately focuses down one of the tanks. The Biles land on the other. Both tanks immediately die. The wall falls, and now the Roach Ravager army is getting to the natural base once again. There are 2 BCs, so eventually this will be cleaned up, but the amount of economic damage is far too much here. The ZergLord, he just sweeps through into the main base. The tank falls, and with this should be game. GG gets called. GG. The ZergLord, he takes the series 2-0 and he moves on to the semifinals. God, NeO, I liked what he was doing. Like, it was great that he was able to defend and go into those BCs, but his attack was very committed. And as we saw, once that attack was dealt with, he didn't have anything at home to defend. It was very committed. Honestly, I really liked the idea of the attack, but yeah, in the end, the ZergLord had enough to defend. He had enough for a Ravager. He didn't skip out on that.